Given two functions f of x and g of x, we're going to test whether the functions are inverses of each other. Number one, to determine whether f of g of x is equal to x or g of f of x is equal to x. Number two, then if either statement is true, then both are true. And g equals f inverse and f would equal g inverse. If either statement is false, then both are false, meaning that g does not equal f inverse and f does not equal g inverse. Now, we're testing inverse relationships algebraically. So let's say f of x is equal to 1 over x plus 2, and g of x is equal to 1 over x minus 2. We want to determine is g equal to f inverse. So we have to imply and show the composite function. So we have g of f of x, which is equal to 1 over x minus 2, because g of x is 1 over x minus 2. Well, f of x is the input, so we're plugging in x for g of x to be f of x, which is 1 over x plus 2. So we have 1 over x plus 2 minus 1. And what that means is we have 1 divided by 1 over x plus 2. So that's 1 over 1 divided by 1 over x plus 2 minus 2. Now, if we want to turn this into multiplication, we need to take the reciprocal of 1 over x plus 2. Well, the reciprocal becomes x plus 2. So we have 1 times x plus 2, which becomes x plus 2 minus 2. And then when we combine like terms, we eliminate the 2 and we end up with x. So far, g of f of x is equal to x. Now, in order for them to be inverses, now we have to do step 2, and now we need to take f of g of x. Now, the function f is 1 over x plus 2. And now we're going to put the input g of x in for x. Well, g of x represents 1 over x minus 2, so we're replacing x to be 1 over x minus 2 plus 2. Now, minus 2 plus 2 gives you 0, so what's left is 1 over x, which is the same thing as 1 divided by 1 over x. Well, if we want to multiply, we need to take the reciprocal of 1 over x to be x, and 1 times x is x. So, what we can say is, since these two are both equal to x, we can say that g is equal to f inverse, and that f is equal to g inverse. And notice that the inverse operations are in reverse order of the operations from the original function.